Hello, my name is METİN. This is 284th part of explanation of my theory. According to my theory and my formulas, yes, all fundamental forces, all fundamental constants as hidden variables come from the electron. 1. My theory is based on the relationship between two realities. We living beings are faced with and intertwined with dual existences. There is a duality of matter and life. In the lives of us living beings, there is a duality of matter and life in the lives of us living beings. Meta sensation perception matter reality represents the matter, and subjective reality or observable universe represents the life. And meta sensation perception matter reality represents the matter, and subjective reality or observable universe represents the life. And our life, all of our living experiences, our subjective reality, our observable universe include our metaphysical side. Sensation, perception, and non-sensation, non-perception are mixed in our observable universe. Non-sensation is, say, emptiness, vacuum, nothingness. This is darkness. This is absolute cold. Metaphysics is in assuming that emptiness, darkness, cold really exist. Metaphysics is in assuming that emptiness, darkness, cold really exist. Eventually, this is metaphysical side of our observable universe, of our subjective reality. If there were no non-sensation, we wouldn't be able to distinguish differences and different objects in our universe. Therefore, our subjective reality, observable universe, would not exist either. If there was a brain that sensed, all that exists, it wouldn't be able to see different things that it could distinguish from each other. It wouldn't be able to see different things that it could distinguish from each other. It would have seen only one thing: meta, sensation, perception, matter, without vacuum, without emptiness. It would have seen only one thing, and since it did not realize it, it would have seen nothing. The proof of its existence, meta-sensation perception matter's existence, is our subjective reality, our observable universe. 2. While searching for the source of the order in the universe, when I realized two separate realities, I saw that they had one clue in common: light. On one hand, it is a sensation, life experience, a color, blue, bright red. On the other hand, it is a product of an intrinsic, regular, cyclical, repetitive, perpetual motion form of meta-sensation perception matter. With this motion forms successive waves. Even if someone says so, you cannot say the soul is plasma, nor can you say that the blue is an object. We cannot sense and perceive meta-sensation perception matter and its intrinsic, immanent, regular, repetitive, perpetual motion forms and these motion forms successive waves directly. Only we can deduce, conclude these founders of order in our universe. 3. Light is the bridge between two realities and it is unique clue between them. Without directly monitoring light journey, through interference experiments, that expected interference fringes shift led to the conclusions that the speed of light is constant and speed of light doesn't depend on its source's motion velocity. However, it could be designed or imagined that light travels in a different way. And this could be tested with experiments and measurements, pictures and processes whose parts were harmonious and consistent could be put forward. This is what I did. What would allow us to assume that light travels at a constant speed of 300,000 kilometers per second? That was my question. There were consecutive waves, spherical ring-shaped waves and wavelengths involved, and the electron producing them had to be of the same wavelength, radius. The place where all this happened was the meta-sensation perception matter we cannot sense directly. I imagined movement forms in the form of repeated, intertwined, interconnected, interacted cyclical spherical rings. Therefore, these intrinsic motion forms should also have tangential velocities. Since the wave speed doesn't change regardless of the wavelength, the balance element that compensates this should be frequency. Electron motion form was an angular movement. Okay? And its successive waves. Electron motion form was an angular movement form in its every section. Yes, in order for a motionless, at rest, electron motion form, this is in motion, hidden variables, all constant in this condition, variable, Planck's constant, speed of light, etc. Electron point masses. Yes, in order for a motionless, at rest electron motion form as a light source to send its successive waves to all directions in the same time, the cycle of this electron motion form's angular motion should have parallel and connectable frequency. This was mean angular frequency of electron motion form's angular cyclical motion should include the c divided by lambda. C divided by lambda is frequency for speed of light, normal speed of light. Yes. Okay. Here, c divided by lambda. Okay, this angular frequency included this. Okay, and wavelength was nothing but the radius of this electron motion for lambda normal. After that, it was easy for me to find the tangential speed, which determines the speed of light. Vg, 6.28 times greater speed of light. Tangential velocity component and speed of light component. Okay. Yes. Yes. This Vg was 6.28 times greater than the speed of light, 1,884,000 kilometers per second for first cycle. But for second cycle, 2 multiplied by Vg. For third cycle, 3 multiplied by Vg. Okay, intertwined, interacted. Okay. Now, and I was the first to find this. To date, no physical theory has discerned and recognized such a constant. And this is my main formula for electron motion forms tangential velocity. Vg n is equal to n 2 pi c. N is wave number. 2 pi c is 1,884,000 kilometers per second. One million 884,000 kilometers per second. Okay, I hope you see. Yes. Yes. Now, 4. After finding tangential speed, I discerned that there are 2 speed or velocity component of electron motion form. Okay, c direction component and what? Tangential velocity component. Masses, energies, etc. are different for these 2 different speeds components. This is so important. When I rated the 2 components, masses, speeds, energies, I found an unitless constant. E is equal to 0.1592. Okay. Okay. Energy C divided by energy Vg different. Okay. Say yes. Is equal to 0.1592 unitless constant. Okay. Look at that. Pay attention. This number was similar to the elementary charge with Coulomb unit number. You know the convertibility relation between electron volt and kilogram meter per second, kilogram meter square per second square. Remember this conversion. 13.6 EV multiplied by 1.6 10 to the minus Coulomb is equal to what? 21.78 10 to the minus 19 kilogram meter square per second square. Conversion. And in accepted physics theories, these are the same. But whereas the reality was different, according to my formulas. 21 10 to the minus 19 joule, okay, divided by 136.9 10 to the minus 19 joule is equal to 0.159 unitless constant that I put forth. Were not wait a moment, unitless constant. They were not the same. 21.78 10 to the minus 19 joules C direction component energy, 136.9 10 to the minus 19 joule tangential velocity component energy, different energy, not the same. Okay, the source of this conversion, logic error of EV to kilogram meter square per second square was that physics didn't know that there were two separate energy components of an electron. 5. Electron motion forms are the sources of mass and weight in our observable universe. 6. Each point on an electron motion form should has angular momentum, and when I formulated this and computed, I saw that Planck's constant is nothing but angular momentum on a point of an electron motion form. H is L is M C component multiplied by lambda normal multiplied C, or H is L is M tangential velocity component mass multiplied by lambda normal multiplied by Vg tangential velocity. Results are the same, okay, like this. Then 7. Rydberg constant, Boltzmann constant, gravitational constant, and fine structure constant. Fine structure and Rydberg constant are fake constants, as I told you before. They direct depend on Rydberg constant, Boltzmann constant, gravitational constant. Remember, there is discrepancy. Galactic rotation curve. Gravitational constant is invalid in there. Okay. Rydberg constant, Boltzmann